A little over a month ago, my boss sent out a message asking people if they wanted to sign up, or they were taking a little survey on whether we as employees of a healthcare provider wanted the COVID-19 shot, just so they could get an idea on how many shots they were going to need to order, because at that time they thought that they were actually going to be getting the shots and giving it to us, the employees. I said, no way. It's too new of a vaccine, and I don't know if there's going to be any side effects. I said, I think I'm just going to pass on it. And then time went by, and they found out that they were distributing them to the pharmacies, and they sent me a letter that I could take to the pharmacy so I could get the COVID-19 shot. And I said, well, I'm not going to be needing that. And then I've realized how hard it's been for me to minister as a hospice chaplain the past year, or however long it's been. And I got to thinking, well, it would be sort of nice for things to eventually go back to normal so I could minister as I was, because there are a lot of spiritual and emotional needs, especially right now. But I still said, no, I'm not going to do it. It's too new. People were saying negative things about it. And then one day I was going down the road, and a coworker called me, and she had received the vaccine at Baker Drug, downtown Conway. And she said, hey, the pharmacist said that they have an opening on Friday, and if you wanted the vaccine, you might need to call and get an appointment now, because on Monday, they're opening it up to people that are 70 and above, and they've already got a long list. So I got to thinking about it, and I said, you know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to do it mainly for the ministry. I wasn't scared of the virus. I'm a healthy person, and I felt like if I did catch COVID-19 that I'd be able to get over it fast. But I went ahead and I called, and it was busy. So I said, well, maybe I shouldn't. I was trying to feel the direction of the Lord. But then I called back, and they answered, and they could get me in that Friday. So I went ahead and made arrangements to be there that Friday at 3 o'clock, and I got there really early because I had to pick my boys up from school, and I had to sign some papers and give them my insurance card. They gave me a stack of papers to read about the vaccine. And I went in, I was talking to the pharmacist, and he told me that on that Friday I was there, they were opening it up to everyone else on Monday. He said that they already had over 1,000 people who had appointments to come in, people the age of 70 plus to come in. And he said that day, if anyone called to make an appointment, that they would write their name down, but it would be an entire 2 months before that they could get in, before they were going to be able to get past that 1,000 people. So I was thankful at that time that I went ahead and got the shot. Now, I'm not a person that ever got shots. I got a lot of shots when I went in the Army, of course, and then I never even got a flu shot until I started working for hospice, and I was required to get one every year. They didn't force me to, and they weren't going to force me the COVID-19, but I'm not a shot guy. But I went in and got the shot, and the reaction that my body got from it, some people said that you would feel a little sick or weak or whatever. I didn't. And the pharmacist said that you would feel more of a flu type symptom or cold or sickness if you had already had COVID-19. I obviously had not. Now, somebody told me that you could not get COVID-19 if you were O positive blood type. Have you heard that? Somebody told me I'm O positive, and I have been a lot of places, but didn't receive, I hadn't got it. One thing that I have not been able to get a clear answer on is how long this shot will be effective for. A year, the rest of my life? I haven't heard. Have you heard about that? Leave it in the comment below and let me know. I'm curious. But the next day, or actually that evening, my arm was extremely sore. Way more sore than from the flu shot that I got at work. I don't know if it was because the serum was cold or what, but my arm was sore, and my arm was extremely sore the next day and the next. I took my kids to the trampoline park, and they've got a slide with tunnels and all kinds of things that you have to go through. And my daughter wanted me to go through it, and I was down on my knees going through, and those things was hitting my arm, and it was really hurting. It was very, very sore. So if you have had COVID-19 and you take this vaccine, I took the one that starts with an M. I don't have my card with me. I've got to go back at the end of the month, or next month actually, and get another shot. They said, I've heard, that it becomes effective after 7 days. So I received my shot 9 days ago. So Friday, a couple of days ago, it should have become effective. I went to the Bass Pro in Memphis yesterday, and I was thinking to myself, well, if I'm around it, then I won't get it. So that's the side effects that I received. Very, very sore arm for 2 days, 2.5 days. That's one thing that you'll have to look for. And if you've had COVID-19, you may feel a little sick. I don't know. But I feel good about it. I don't feel like there's going to be any problems. I've only heard of, I guess, one person dying from it, and they're not 100% sure it was from the vaccine. So if you've got any concerns about it, that's what I wanted to share with you, is my personal experience. And don't forget to read your Bible and pray every day. Don't forget that I love you and appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless.